Hello, my wonderful people. Make on hear this important headline where I carry comfort this morning. But before that, please, I would like to use this opportunity to say good morning to you all viewers and subscribers all over the world. Anywhere where they, I beg you, make it draw closer because the matter why I carry come for my people this morning, Odiegu, according to my Igbo dialect. Supreme Court scripted a judgment against Kanu, eroded hope in the rule of law in Nigeria. IGBO. What is it trying to imply here? That the judgment being delivered by the so-called Supreme Court of Zoological Republic of Nigeria is being scripted. Somebody write that judgment because we have a Supreme Court in Nigeria. I mean, judges who can't even write their own judgment unless they have to look for process or maybe the Fulani government of Nigeria and the cabals will provide lawyer and the writer to write and even interpret to them what they will have to deliver on every court season. But whichever way it is, make I just know say that this thing that is happening is a win-win for all Biafrans. Why do I say so? Anything that is very hard, when the journey becomes too hard, when the road becomes too narrow, my dear, just know it that the end of it there is a light. I don't want you to join that league that always say why there's no light in the beginning of the tunnel. That when you get to the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel, what are you going to use the light to do? That one is just what do I call it? Is a proverb. Let me put it this way, and a figure of speech, if I'm allowed to use it. But I want you to understand though that this Biafra struggle, we can't get it at the platter of gold. A lot of things have to come in place, and we are passing through a very mighty desert. And remember, when a mighty breeze or tucano is passing, even if say na timber this thing, forest is passing, man, you have to pull down a lot of trees. And that is why you see, before we can be able to get Biafra, we will put down a lot of trees on our way. And that trees is from the so-called Fulani Control Government of Nigeria, which is their FCT. But notwithstanding, my dear people, just do not give up hope. Let us not just be like a person who just lost his mama simply because they refuse to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My dear, anything we not chop today, if you chop him tomorrow, and see the same thing. Our only prayer and concern is that let that young man be healthy and let them give him his requested visitors at least to keep him a company. That is why we have to do everything humanly possible to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is always in good condition and always being visited by the people he loves and the people and the visitors he wishes to attend to. Well, my wonderful people, let us go straight to the reason why we're here. Good morning to you all, and make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment to my comment to this content, and also subscribe to my channel. And I would like you to also partake on this ongoing program or campaign, whatever way you choose to call it. And the slogan still remains hashtag let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brave, let the Biafrans brave, and hashtag Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life matters and the Biafran lives also matters. At least with these 2 points of mind, or this point of view, and I'm very sure that I'm not be able to confuse you, but to convince you that the Biafra is sacrosanct, whether they like it or not, because Biafra is the only thing that is stopping the Fulani or the zoo or the Islamization of Nigeria. Any day they can be able to conquer the Biafrans, that means they have conquered Nigeria the same way the rebels conquered Afghanistan after many years of battling with the rebels and insurgency. Well, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. It is Biafra or nothing. And to me, this thing that happened at the Supreme Court, to all Biafrans, and to the way I understand it, it is a win-win for all of us. The global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, condemned the questionable Supreme Court judgment against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the Supreme Court to move the case due for judgment back to a lower court as a scripted comedy skit to delay and deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu justice. And that's exactly what they are doing. Well, sometimes we don't have to even blame all the Supreme Court, because all the masterminded of all this game, all this delay, their name have been mentioned. They are the Igbo elites. I can categorically tell you that the federal government, the court, or whatever, even Tinubu, have nothing to do with what is happening with the delay of justice on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Our people are the problem, and I can tell you the truth. You know, when Abiola was in detention after the annulment of the 1993 June election, you know, Abiola, who killed Abiola? Abiola was being killed by his own people, by Yoruba people. You know, they killed Abiola in the morning. In the evening, people who went to Asoros, all of them, all the whole Yorubas, everybody was going home with a sack of Ghana Moscows. You get the point now, eh? So, our people are also the one holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not the Fulani control government of Nigeria, and I can assure you that. Anyway, let us move. IPOB worldwide is notifying the international community that if any breakdown of order happens in Nigeria this period, then Nigeria Supreme Court justices should be held responsible, and also the Igbo elites that name have been mentioned. It is quite unfortunate that the so-called Supreme Court justices have turned themselves into a tool of oppression for the oppressors. The biased and teleguided Supreme Court judgment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shows that the Supreme Court justices are colliding with the Nigerian government to perpetuate injustice against the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB. For the Nigerian Supreme Court to set aside the appeal court judgment that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on extraordinary rendition shows they are compromised. How can the court justices indirectly justify and endorse international kidnapping and the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while pronouncing the condemnation against the same act? This is a two-edged sword. Is Nigeria's Supreme Court wired to operate outside the international laws that frown on extraordinary rendition? That is the question. Or did the Supreme Court justices just speak from both sides of their mouth? Exactly the point. Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu has demonstrated that he is pursuing an ethnic cleansing agenda against Ndigbo. Ndigbo should know that Tinubu and his Islamic jihadists from the north want to destroy Ali Igbo with his tact support from some Igbo useless stooges and saboteurs in our land. His government and the APC political party are behind the demolition of Ndigbo's properties in Lagos. The insecurity going on in Ali Igbo, Tinubu's government intends to escalate the insecurity with this compromised Supreme Court judgment. Will any Igbo person be told that this Tinubu's government has come to continue the ethnic cleansing, annihilation, and destruction against Ndigbo that the Fulani government started under the dead Buhari? We assure them that they will not succeed, that they will fall and what? And die. We wish to let some of their useless idiots from the eastern region who contributed money to buy the conscience of the gullible Supreme Court justices that we have uncovered your deals. We have been reliably informed that your money was used to influence the Supreme Court justices to deliver questionable judgments in order to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in indefinite detention. The below-named traitors contributed money to bribe the Supreme Court justices to murder justice and to further detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Make on I hear the names in quote. Number one of them we have in our list is Governor Nwifuru of Ebonyi State. He gave 10 billion naira. And Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State gave 10 billion naira. The money from the two governors above was given through His Royal Highness Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agubuzu, Chairman of Southeast and Enugu Traditional Rulers. Number 3, Sir Emeka Ofo gave 2 billion naira through Chairman College of Igbo Bishops, Archbishop Chukwuma of Enugu Anglican Diocese. Archbishop Chibuzo Opoko, Secretary Igbo College of Bishops, was a witness to this deal. Number 4, Atueze gave 3 billion naira. The number 5, Rochas Okorocha gave 2 billion naira. Number 6, Nyesom Wike gave 10 billion naira to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in perpetual detention at the DSS dungeon. Others were Dr. Sam Onyesi and the Chief Ifeanyi Odele from Ebonyi State. The persons mentioned above were part of those behind the continuous illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is time for all patriotic Biafrans to unite so that we rescue ourselves from the vicious political criminals in the damnable country called Nigeria, or be doomed forever. Whatever happens in and within Nigeria going forward should be blamed on the compromised Supreme Court justices, Igbo traitors, and Tinubu's government agenda against Ndigbo. This is a set of animalistic beings beings have murdered the rule of law and the justice system in Nigeria. The Nigerian Supreme Court has put the nail on the coffin of the rule of law and the justice system. The rhetoric of judiciary is the last hope that the common man is dead and buried in Nigeria. The remaining confidence left in the rule of law in Nigeria is completely eroded. Nigeria is irredeemable and Nigeria has gone forever. The only hope for each and every one of us, whether you be Igbo, Hausa or Yoruba, is the independence of Biafra, because that will open people's eyes. All these Hausas that keep shouting, one Nigeria, my dear, the few people controlling the affairs of this nation and the few people who have initiated themselves in a court that they can never do well for their states and their country. You can never come even 1,000 or 1 million kilometers close to them. So what are you shouting, one Nigeria, my foot? Anyway, my wonderful people, now hear me, I go take back break you, and I go hear my voice again when I come back in. My name is still the man, I'm India, and reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Like, share, comment you, and make sure you keep subscribing to this channel for more and more interesting videos coming your way. Remember, our campaign is still ongoing. Hashtag Biafra to the world, Biafra to the moon, all hail Biafra. And hashtag on the mandate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we all shall stand. Hashtag let the Biafrans breathe. And hashtag let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu breathe. Hashtag Biafran life matters and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu life matters as well. Well, when I go hear my voice again, when I come back, today is going to be fire for fire and it's going to be bam bam dim dim. On our way done. Bye for now, my people. Que mesiano.